Listen, ladies with textured locks know that our hair washing routines can often be quite involved. Sometimes many steps are required to get our coils looking right, but how many is too many? Well, our curly hair expert, Elisha Gotha, is here to share her 4-step wash day regimen that will leave your mane feeling moisturized and manageable. Elisha, welcome. When you're a curly or a coily gal, you're usually only washing your hair 1 to 2 times a week so it doesn't get too dry. But then it's kind of a bigger deal when wash day does come around, like it's a day. So why is that?
So it's a day because we obviously don't want you to wash your hair every day because that can lead to dryness. So we do think that you should, really make sure that you are spending that time to detangle, give your hair some love, because it is an investment. It's something that you really want to take your time with.
You gotta take your time with it. Our hair's a little bit more sensitive, right? And we don't want to dry it out and we don't want the breakage. Now, you've spent your life doing your own hair, but now you get to have a sweet little curly cutie that you get to do her hair as well. And listen, I'm putting a positive spin on it because when I was growing up, wash day was like hell. My mom literally had to buy an O. Henry bar and put it beside the sink so that I would get through the wash without fussing too much. So tell me how things have changed from when you were growing up with wash days to now your daughter's wash days.
Well, Tracy, so much has changed. Technology has changed, products have changed, the tools have changed, the information that's out there has changed. So it makes wash day a heck a lot easier, especially for a 4-year-old. Especially for me when I already do hair and then now have to come home and do my daughter's hair and then my hair. And also, like, having an iPad has changed everything. For me, when I was growing up, again, like the TV mostly, but my mom didn't have the knowledge. She did not know, like there was no YouTube. There was nothing about how to properly detangle, how to wash your hair, how to section the hair, and like what products are best. So yeah, things have totally changed.
I even saw this thing where when your like head is back at the sink, there's a little contraption that holds an iPad and your kid can watch the iPad while they're getting their hair washed. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, this would have made, I would have looked forward to wash day. It's amazing. Okay, so now we know a lot more. We have experts like you that we can lean on with the tips. We've got YouTube, we've got all these tutorials. Let's start with the shampooing. What do we need to know about the shampooing part of the process?
Okay, so first, for like making it really easy, is that you want to make sure that you have everything ready. You don't want to be running around trying to get a shampoo, trying to get a conditioner. Have everything together with you in the shower. So when I start to shampoo, I like to use a clarifying shampoo first. And the reason why I'm using a clarifying shampoo is to make sure that I remove all the buildup off of my hair. There's products out there that can cause a lot of buildup and that can lead to dryness. So you do really want to make sure that you're clarifying it well. So I would clarify my hair first, rinse it, and then I would do with a second shampoo. And the second shampoo, I would really kind of focus on my scalp. So we here use a shampoo brush. But again, you can find these pretty much everywhere. It has nice little exfoliating little rubber guys that are really, really soft, so they're not gonna cause any abrasiveness to your scalp, but it's really gonna help lift off that flakiness or like oils that may cake up or product or whatever else you've been using to really make sure that your scalp is really clean and prepped and ready for your deep conditioning.
Oh my gosh, that brush looks like a dream. I can just imagine that on the scalp. That would feel so good. Okay, so you've shampooed it, you used the brush, and you really got in there with the scalp. Now, you're probably gonna do some conditioning. So walk us through that process.
So on wash day, you do want to try to do a deep condition. I always suggest using something that is water-based. So because you use a clarifying shampoo, it is going to remove everything off of your hair. So you want to add the treatment back in and the hydration back into your hair. And the clarifying shampoo really helps prep that and makes it really easy for the products to use, to get right into the hair. So what I like to do is rinse everything out, like all the shampoo, and I like to towel dry my hair a little bit. This is really gonna help the product really get into your hair because there's no water to dilute it. So you do want to make sure you're doing that. Here at the salon, we do something with the spa mister, which is like a hydrating mist. So that helps also push the product into your hair. And you could do something like that at home as well. Like you can use like a shower cap that can help put the heat back into your hair from your scalp and really open that cuticle, allowing your treatment to get in. And then, or you can use a hair steamer. They have some of those on Amazon. And then once it's kind of been sitting there for a while, I would say give it about like a little bit of time, maybe 5-10 minutes. You do want to start detangling. So my two favorite products are, tools are the wet brush and the wide tooth comb. I personally like the wet brush a little bit better because it's definitely a lot more gentle and easier to kind of detangle those tangles. So they won't cause any like ripping or breakage or anything like that. So it really, really helps, especially for the kids. Like you really want to get something like this for the kids because those tangles can be annoying. So you do really want to make sure that you're using something gentle. And you know, kids, they don't like a lot of pulling or tugging, but even I know some adults who don't like that either. So you do want to really make sure that you're using something that has very flexible tips so that it doesn't rip any of the hair, or like a wide tooth comb. I like something that has like a little bit of a pick to it. It gets easier to pick out those tangles and kind of like free them up versus like a wide tooth comb that has more spaces inside and it can kind of miss some of those tangles. So once you've done that, and you want to just rinse everything out.
Okay, good stuff, especially for the tender-headed. We got to be really careful with that. So finally, you know, most of us can get through the shampooing and conditioning, but then it's the next step that's a bit confusing. So what do you do next? You put product in?
So what I do next is I put product in, yes. So you also want to make sure that when you're trying to get the best wash and wear and you're trying to get the best definition, that you really want to make sure that your hair is really wet. So I like to do it in the shower. That's why I bring all my stuff in the shower with me. I like to prep my hair first with like a spray leave-in, something that's not too thick, that's really gonna help detangle the hair while I put the product in and keep my hair moisturized underneath my holding product. So really, really wet hair, you're raking it through, making sure that there's no frizz and that everything's fully saturated. And then you can kind of get out of the shower and style a little bit more.
Okay, this is great. This is a great routine that you've walked us through. Thank you so much for that, Elisha. You know, if you follow the tips, your curls will be popping.